Hi, students. My name is Delia Wallace, and I will be your professor for this summer session. I'm so excited that you decided to take psychology this summer. I wanted to take the opportunity to film this video to give you an idea about how to navigate our course and what to expect this summer session. So I'm here on the home page of our Canvas course. I want to point out a couple of things here. The first is down here, you have my contact information. I work mostly from home in the summers, so emailing me either at dstrong2, I'll show you that again, at alamo.edu, that's dstrong2 at alamo.edu, or even more easily, right here in the inbox through our Canvas course. That's the best way to reach me this summer. Because our course is completely 100% online, we won't ever meet by requirement of face-to-face, but I do want you to know if you ever want to have a Zoom meeting with me or a face-to-face, just reach out and we can schedule that. So you have some information here, but again, during the summer months, the easiest way to contact me is through email. So when you're looking over here, a couple of things I want to point out to you. I'm in my view, so it may look a little bit different on your end, but that's okay. The things that have an image of an eye with a mark through it are things I can only see, and you wouldn't be seeing those on your end here. If I post any announcements, they'll be right here. I'm going to come back to this because this modules button is very, very important. Of course, you've got the grades. I also want to point out your McGraw-Hill Connect. We will be using McGraw-Hill as your textbook, and we will also be using Connect for some of your assignments. So in the Getting Started module, one of your requirements is to get your Connect account all set up. And there's a couple different ways you can do that, but you can easily do that by just clicking on right here and it taking you straight into Connect. It'll prompt you through some of the screens. If I go there, I'm already connected, but you can kind of get a sense here of what you will see when you go into Connect. So again, this is my view. Let me click on the student view so you'll see it on your end. So it'll look like this for you. This book over here, don't worry about this red one. Just be concerned with this one with the orange on the cover. King, The Science of Psychology by Laura King. That is our textbook. So it's an ebook. When you click on that, it will take you, it left me off where I last was helping a student in a chapter. But you can see here, if you go to the table of contents, click on chapter 1. It'll give you all the subcategories and so forth. It'll take you in and then just kind of go through here. You also have the fancy option of reading the textbook out loud. There you go. So maybe you can multitask and do that. But that is how you can get to your textbook. So I'm going to click out of this and go back to my view so I can click back into Canvas. Here we go. No, you don't want my Pandora station. And back to where we can see our menu over here on the left. So the best and easiest way to navigate my course is through the modules. And so when you click on modules here, it will take you to the first module. So obviously our Getting Started module will be our first. You'll click on the first item in the module, which is Meet Your Instructor. So a little information about me right here. As you scroll down, you will click Next. And when you click Next, it will take you to the next item in the module. I have them set up so that this is the way I want you to navigate. Click on the first item in the module and click Next. The reason is that ensures that you see everything in the module. If you're clicking around and trying to find assignments in several different places, you might miss something. But if I am directing you, everything you need for the week is in the module. If it's not in the week's module, it's not a required assignment. It's not something you need to worry about. So it ensures that you're seeing all the information I've posted for you to learn from, as well as all the assignments. So I'm going to go back so that I can give you an overview here. So you may see that there's something not highlighted, like you can see it, but it's in gray. It's not in bold font. That means that you have not looked at that item yet in the module. Click on the last thing that you can see in black, and then again, scroll down to the bottom and use next. When you get to the end of the module, it'll let you know there'll be a module summary there. You've gone through everything for that module, okay? So going back here, in your Getting Started module, most all of this is informational. So you'll have information about me, about what you should expect to learn in a psychology course. You'll have your student learning outcomes as well as your course learning outcomes, so you know everything that is being required of you this semester. You'll see the syllabus as well as the course schedule, student expectations, how to navigate Canvas if this is your first time using Canvas. There's many different things in here. For some of you who are very familiar with Canvas, maybe even familiar with Connect, you're probably going to click through these a little bit faster, but they always remain. So if you run into a problem down the road, just remember this Getting Started module here with a lot of information, so you can always come back to it. Information about your textbook and connecting your Connect account. Again, you can use this button over here. That's what it's referring to. Some videos for you, some help student support sites for on campus, information about APA, that'll become relevant down the road. I'm just putting everything up front here so that you remember, anything I need, if I run into a problem with a course, if I don't know how to navigate, what was APA, anything like that, you're going to find it up here at top, and it'll stay there all session for you. So you can refer back to it even after week 1. And then it gets us into our week's module. So this is going to look more consistent throughout our summertime together. So I will have, for instance, for the first week, you'll go through the Getting Started module, but after week 1, you'll only have the week module to go through. And it'll look very relevant to this. So again, this won't open. See this prerequisite right here? This won't open until you've opened everything above it, okay? And that will work. Week 2 module's not going to open if you haven't clicked on everything in the week 1 module, okay? Even the summary. After you do this, then it'll take you into the week 2 module, okay? So again, I'm just giving you an overview here, but for week 1, you can see I'll have the dates, the chapters that we're covering, and everything you need for this week will be here in this module. So just kind of glancing at it here, if it just says view or it's just a link, that's something that's just information. It's not necessarily assignment. If it has a due date and points next to it, then that's an assignment. Of course, because it's our first week, we have a lot more getting started types of things than we will, obviously, later in the semester together. So you'll have a scavenger hunt quiz. You'll need to set up your BioSig account. I have a questionnaire for you to do. This just comes from me. The questionnaire just comes to me. These are questions that will help me know how to better serve you as your professor. So just giving me some insights into you, where you might be, what you may be concerned about, what you're excited about with the class, etc. I read through these, I will grade it, I will give you feedback. I may even be able to answer some of your questions if you provide questions to me there. Your discussion assignment, and these are all due June 7th, which isn't quite the end of the week, but these are your Smart Start assignments. There's nothing from content yet. These are just about getting familiar with the class and introducing yourself. The discussion assignment, discussion questions are always viewable for anybody in the class, okay? So there always will be an initial question as well as the requirement that you're responding to a couple classmates' posts. And this would be like just if we were in class and having a discussion. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so I don't normally sound this hoarse or cough like this. So these assignments that you see June 7th are due right at the front. They're not, anything that will require you getting into the textbook just yet, but they're very important for our getting started and Smart Start, okay? And then you have quite a bit more information. Again, these are just here. Right now, you may just be clicking through them until there's something that you need to know. How do I search for a scholarly article or what have you? And then you can see we get into chapter 1. So this week we're doing week 1, chapter 1 and chapter 2. If it is, this will be consistent. You'll have the objectives and assignments at the start of that for that chapter. You will have PowerPoint that will help you. So always read the chapter and review the PowerPoint. And then any assignments in Connect typically look like this. They're either news flash or video assignments or what have you. And then these are quizzes, and you will have one over every chapter. So this is pretty typical where you see several Connect assignments plus the chapter, okay? And then the chapter 1 summary. And then we're also covering chapter 2 this week. We have to move fast. We have only 5 weeks in the summer, but we're getting through everything you would go through if you were in a 16-week course. So we move very fast in the summer, but just figure out your time management. The module will open up on the start of the week, and you'll have the entire work week as well as the weekend. So typically your chapter assignments are due by Sunday. And I know that that's a little different, but those aren't chapter assignments. Those are getting to know you assignments at the front. So again, you can see what you have for chapter 2 here. Oh, I did add chapter 3. I'm sorry. We need to hustle up. I need to change that. Let me edit that. But I'm not going to redo this video since we're almost done with the video. And then your chapter 3, okay? So quite a bit this first week. Just to show you what week 2 will look like, we'll cover chapters 4, 5, 6, and 7. Same thing. You'll see the information in there, the PowerPoint. You'll have your assignments. This one also has a discussion question assignment. Don't forget to post it to classmates. But when you click on it, you'll see all the directions. And then, of course, a quiz over after each chapter. They're called post-tests. That's how Connect refers to them, but they're quizzes. And then chapter 5, and you get the idea. So I'm just kind of scrolling here so you can see. The syllabus will break everything down as well. I know this is quite a bit of information here at the beginning. I am here. Please reach out if you have any questions whatsoever. I know this first week it's new. You're gonna figure it out though, and I keep it pretty consistent for the 5 weeks that we're together, so you'll become familiar with it. My biggest tip to you is remember we're covering multiple chapters in a week. So figure out what days you're working on that, how you want to break the chapters up, and it's very doable as long as you have that time management figured out. Your grade breakdown, you'll see that in the syllabus, as well as the point value in that course schedule with the assignments that we're doing. And then, of course, you can see the overview here in the modules. Don't forget to click on the first thing in the module and use that next in the bottom right corner to go to the next item in the module. I am just about out of time here. I keep these to 15 minutes or less. Have a great start. Reach out to me with any questions, and I'll be back next week with another video for you.